Hi everyone, welcome back to Cashing with V. I'm Viane, also known as V, and I just want to welcome my new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing and following along my journey, and thank you so much for all the love and support I've been receiving. I just really am grateful for each and every one of you. I also want to say a huge thank you to my TikTok community. I'm not sure if some of you guys are here or vice versa. However, you guys do not go unnoticed. I really do appreciate and love each and every one of you. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about my 2026 binder setup. I am a newbie to budgeting, cash stuffing, and really using the envelope method overall. I do want to put this out that I have been reflecting on our budgeting and our finances and how we finance overall, and we mainly have, just as anybody else, have only been using our credit cards or debit cards. We have not used cash regularly. In years. So with that being said, I want to state that I will be still using our debit card for payments. Majority of our bills are paid online, like our vehicles, our gas and electric bill, our insurance, all of those things I cannot go in person and pay it. So with that being said, I will have to arrange that to just being on the card. I will be taking note of moving it to the savings, that way it's not touched. And with the rest of our expenses, I will be having envelopes. I do have a lot, but mainly I'm just labeling them as sinking funds. I don't know. Like I said, I'm new to cash stuffing and envelope method savings. So to me, I feel like kind of like all of these are sinking funds in a way, because I need this money to be saved for whenever I'm ready to use it. I don't know. Am I doing it right? So anyways, let's get this video started. But I just wanted to, put that out there. I will be budgeting. I'm not going to hold back from that. I want 2026 to be a life-changing year. Spiritually, financially, and just overall a changing year. So I will be budgeting, but you guys won't be seeing my envelope stuffing for electric, gas, utilities, stuff like that. All of that stuff is just through the bank, and that is okay. Baby steps. Oh, I almost forgot. I do want to add that I did thought about pulling the money out, putting in the envelope, and then putting it back into the bank. However, that just seems like too much time consuming, and I really don't want to go back and forth when our bills are kind of all spread out throughout the month, mainly in the beginning of the month. I'm sorry, in the middle towards the end of the month. So I really don't want to be pulling money out to put it in the envelopes and then just to turn around and take it back to the bank. And also, we don't really have a bank here. Well, I do. It's just my bank for my part-time job. We have Navy Federal, and we don't have any Navy Federal branches here. So yes, I would have to transfer from Navy Federal to my bank here, to my envelopes, back to the bank, and then back to Navy Federal. So yeah, no, we're not gonna do that. At least not for now. I feel like when that time comes, I will be a month ahead, and we will cross that bridge when we get there. As of right now, I feel like this method is going to work best for my family and I. So that's just how we're going to do it here. If that makes any sense to anybody, I can also just ramble on. So yeah. All right, you guys, let's get to the fun part. All right, so these are just envelopes from Amazon that I had ordered a while back, and I made these on Canva and just wrote what I needed each envelope for. And I wish I had a laminator. That would be nice, but it's okay. We are gonna start like this, and this is just kind of like my dashboard, if you will, to my envelopes, which I should make two because I do have so many envelopes that I want to have. I'm in front of the window, you guys, and I am so sorry if you guys hear cars passing. That was very abrupt. Okay, this is my favorite color. It is green. I love anything green, as you can tell. So we're gonna build this one first. And honestly, you guys, like, I do want to apologize for the lighting. It is so gloomy and misty rain outside, if you will. I live in the Midwest, so honestly, the weather is unpredictable now. If you know, you know. So yeah, we are just gonna be running today with a ring light and barely any daylight from outside. So I do want to apologize in ahead of time if you see any shadows or if this video is too dim. Okay, let me move this over. Maybe let me rearrange here. So this is like my dashboard, if you will, and we're just gonna put that there. This is my cosmetology folder. Honestly, I do have student loans, so this folder is basically gonna be for future hair products, skincare products, or anything for cosmetology that I can use for my future clients. And I have not started taking clients at school. I am still in freshman course, but I want to start saving because this is going to be a must. This is going to help me. This is basically an investment for, you know, when I get there. So I don't really know what order I should have them. Like, should I have them priority to the least priority, or should I just ramble? I don't know. But okay, we're just gonna go with it. Oh, by the way, I did add index cards, and I have date, amount, withdraw, balance, in bank, because I do want to obviously not keep all the money in here. I'm gonna be taking it to the bank, and this is kind of like a tracker. I don't have enough money to splurge on materials for my cash stuffing, but it's okay. I'm working with what I got, and that's all that matters. I will get there soon, someday. This is my student loans envelope, and I did all of these on Canva by myself. And I have a shoes and clothing because sometimes I see really cute stuff and I need something for that. This is the household items. I did these before my other ones, and in here I was thinking about having like the goal amount so I can kind of know more so like when it's completed. However, I came up with these other ones just because I just want to keep saving. I don't want to have an exact goal. But for some items I do, like for household items, I would prefer to keep it $200 every year for the whole year. So like I'm gonna go to Costco on the 2nd of January because it's a Friday and my school is right next to Costco, so I can just head on over there with cash and whoops, and get all our essentials. We are just a household of 2 with 1 dog. So I feel like 200 is pretty good, especially if you're buying in bulk. I don't really think we will, you know, continue shopping throughout the year for household items if we, you know, use everything before we rebuy. So that's just one method that we're gonna be testing. And actually, we could probably, yeah, we'll just keep this in here. Well, okay, we're gonna put this in the other binder. Vacation 2027. You guys, my husband was so fortunate to be able to give his dealers a chance to win a all-exclusive trip to the Dominican Republic, and since he is with the company, he is able to go for free. And what an opportunity for me to go with him. We would just have to pay for my expenses, which is why we have a folder for 2027. And I know it's long times away, but you got to start saving. I mean, especially with, like, you know, all the other expenses. Like, I'm not gonna have enough money if I don't save for this trip when it comes, if I'm not starting to save now. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. Our future home, I know this is not here or there, unfortunately. However, I do want to start saving for that. All right, for supplements, these are basically just any like L-glutamine, any creatine. Hubby and I are huge into our fitness and our health, and we take supplements. It's not for everybody, and that is okay. Just, you know, this is what works for us. 4th of July. Okay, so I do have envelopes for holidays, and this one's our 4th of July envelope, and this is just for any, you know, cooking stuff that I might need for the cookout or for whatever we are doing. Like if we go out to the lake, we would like to buy, you know, our own drinks and just anything that we might use for 4th of July. We might want to, like, you know, wear a flag shirt or new shorts or what have you. So I want to have money for that day specifically. Black Friday envelope. I know I should not be spending or thinking about spending outside of necessities or variables. However, you guys, if I save for it, I don't know if I'm doing all of this right, you guys, but I want to be able to spend a little bit if I have the money to be able to spend it on. So I created a Black Friday envelope. I feel like, okay, a little chat here. I feel like on Black Friday, stores and boutiques and, you know, really have good sales, especially for clothing. And I know I have a clothing binder, but I could also combine or have this solely for Black Friday. I might need to upgrade my equipment. I might need to get a new desk. So yeah, I think this is a good idea. Vehicle payoff. Honestly, we do plan on paying off our vehicles with a savings challenge I'm currently doing, and if you follow my shorts, you will see what challenge I am doing. And with that money, we do plan on pushing it towards our vehicles. But I do want to have an extra envelope just in case I have like an extra $5 I can save. And then, you know, if I reach, like, let's say 100, I can split it from like 50-50 to each vehicle. And that's just extra money I can be throwing at besides our challenge and our normal monthly payments. So I don't know. I just thought it was a pretty neat idea. And if we're able to do it, why not? Okay, you guys, this is my lashes and nails. And as you can tell, I'm not wearing any nails and I do not have any lashes on. So since I am in cosmetology school, we are learning nails, makeup, and lashes and everything right now. So they told us not to wear any press-ons, no acrylic on our nails, just because we are going to be learning that module here within the next week or two. Don't mind the number here. This is when I did go get my lashes done professionally, which was $80 every 2 weeks. Like, I have come a long ways, not gonna lie. I stopped going, which I love her. She was so sweet, very nice, and I felt so comfortable with her. My lashes did last a long time also, but I just I cannot do $80 when I'm trying to better my finances. Just holding off on using lashes. So my cost for that has decreased completely. I do have a lot of mascara, so I do and plan on using that for a while. As far as my nails goes, I stopped going to get my nails done, which it wasn't expensive. She was charging me about $40 to $50 every time, and they would last about a month. Like, really, really good quality, and she nailed it every time. Can save a little bit more when I do press-ons, and they last just as long if I do them correctly. So I think I'm gonna redo this little dashboard thing into just beauty, and have that for, like, you know, my wax, my nails, and posters that I want done. I'm gonna have to redo this one, but we can still put it in here. Toiletries, you guys, this is for my husband and I, so that's where the razor is. But yeah, toiletries is kind of self-explanatory, and honestly, it can add up so much with shampoo, body wash, conditioner, you know, cleansers, stuff like that. So I needed to make a toiletry envelope. Mother's Day and Father's Day. So I know that, like, you know, the main holidays are kind of over, but Mother's Day and Father's Day is gonna be coming up next. Well, Valentine's, however, you know, it's gonna be coming up soon, so we need to save for that. Valentine's Day, we really, honestly, we give each other and we get each other everything we want. So this is maybe just for, like, you know, something sweet, or like maybe a nice romantic date night that we can do for Valentine's Day. Birthday gifts, honestly, I have been really slacking on giving birthday gifts this past year, so I really want to work on that next year, or this upcoming year. And I think my goal would be $100. I think that's pretty fair, and I will replenish that when the time comes. Date night, this is for hubby and I. If we ever, you know, go on a date, or couples date, we have money for that, because sometimes it's unplanned. Sometimes it's like, oh, do you guys want to come over here, like last minute type of thing. For Gunner, I made this envelope specifically for Gunner. I haven't looked into pet insurance, so if you guys have pet insurance, let me know what you guys use. Is it worth it or what? But vets are very expensive. A Christmas fund, because this year I learned the hard way that I need a Christmas fund and my goal is $500. I think $500 is pretty fair. We do have big families on both sides, so well, especially on my side, I have nephews. He doesn't yet, but you know, it's our nephews, so I do want to have a Christmas fund for that. Our most important is our emergency fund, and I know you guys, I know this should be our main priority. However, I feel like everything else is also a main priority, and I just kind of want to start it this way, where like I'm putting little bits in every envelope just to, you know, complete it. But eventually I do want to complete this, obviously, first and foremost. And I just realized I'm putting them all in here. Okay. And then our cart maintenance. Oh my goodness, you guys. I have a Volkswagen and it's really nice vehicle, but maintenance is crazy. I think cart maintenance is so crazy. So I created an envelope for this. Okay, so that looks like it's the last bit of it. I am gonna move some of these over. For the emergency fund. Maybe I'll use some here. Okay. 23 touches. Okay. Okay, that's this here. We're gonna use my other favorite color, brown, and I'm gonna start here. Oops. All right, and there it is. I am so excited for this, you guys, and honestly, and I already made like a little budget on how much I want to put in every pay period, and it's only like, it's less than like $200, or actually no. I think it's a little bit over $200, but not over 300, and I think that's manageable for our income. And that is all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you are also a YouTuber or have made any 2026 binder setups, I would love to check them out. So comment down below if you have, or if you know anybody who you've seen. I would love to support also. Until next time, bye.